With their first round pick, 29th overall, the Patriots select Cole Strange, guard, out of UT Chattanooga. That's right, UT Chattanooga. Now, Cole Strange is an elite athlete, even if he went to a smaller school. 6'5", 307 pounds. He ran a 5.03.40. That's the 90th percentile for players at his position, as well as hitting a 10-foot broad jump. That's the 99th percentile. He has special movement skills. He's thought to be intelligent, but also nasty in the trenches, unafraid to finish off opposing defenders at the line of scrimmage. So the question with this pick is not whether or not Cole Strange can play. He can, and he will slot in as a starting guard opposite Mike Onwenu, as well as giving the Patriots some insurance for David Andrews at the center spot. The question is, did the Patriots do the right thing by trading back from number 21 overall, passing on the opportunity to draft Washington corner Trent McDuffie or Florida corner Kaiir Elam, and gaining picks in the 3rd and 4th rounds in order to take a player on the interior of the offensive line that the LA Rams believed would be available to them after pick number 100 overall? The value here is what is the head scratcher, not necessarily the player. He is a fit, he will be able to play, and I believe he'll play effectively. But could the Patriots have had him at pick number 54 overall or even later in the 3rd round? That's why the grade for this pick has to be a D. With their 2nd round pick, number 50 overall in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Patriots select receiver out of Baylor, Tyquan Thornton. He ran a 4.2840 at this year's Combine, one of the fastest players in the draft class across positions. He is thin at 6'2", 181 pounds, and he has small hands that measure just 8.25 inches. Also still on the board when the Patriots selected were Cincinnati receiver Alec Pierce, Georgia receiver George Pickens, and Western Michigan receiver Sky Moore, all thought to be more highly touted players in this year's class. For those reasons, the grade here has to be a D. In the 3rd round, with the 85th overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Patriots select Marcus Jones, cornerback out of Houston. If you wanted playmaking on the defensive side of the ball, you got it. In the Paul Hornung Award winner last season as the most versatile player in college football. He stands just 5'8", 175 pounds, but he is a missile coming downhill as a tackler, and he has tremendous ball skills in the secondary. He also appears to have enough athleticism to potentially be able to help track those 2 speedy, undersized receivers that now reside in Miami. That's why the grade for this pick has to be an A-. With the 121st overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Patriots select Jack Jones, cornerback out of Arizona State. This is not a prototypical Patriot when you look at his frame at 5'11", just 177 pounds. And though he is undersized, he's also not necessarily a burner. He ran a 4.540 during the pre-draft process. He put up tremendous on-the-ball production statistics during his collegiate career at both USC and Arizona State. He ran into a variety of off-field incidents at both locations that the Patriots would have had to have taken into account before making this pick. Between those concerns, as well as the size and athletic limitations that he may potentially face at the next level, the grade for this pick has to be a C-. In the 4th round, with the 127th overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Patriots select Pierre Strong Jr., running back out of South Dakota State. During a draft in which the Patriots clearly have focused on adding speed, Strong gives them just that. He ran a 4.3740 at this year's Combine to go along with an explosive 38-inch vertical and a 10.4 broad jump. At 5'11", 207 pounds, he looks like he'd be a sub-back in New England. He caught 62 passes over the course of his 4 seasons with the Jackrabbits, but he has had some ball security issues. Drops have plagued him, and he had 5 fumbles in the 2021 season alone. But the athleticism and potential pass-catching ability that the Patriots have found here earns this pick a B-. In the 4th round, with the 137th overall pick, the Patriots select Bailey Zappe, quarterback out of Western Kentucky. Zappe measures in at just a shade over 6 feet. and he has real arm strength concerns according to league evaluators. But coaches love his competitiveness, his accuracy, and his ability to make good decisions in real time. He projects for most as a long-term backup, but with real talent still remaining on the board along both the offensive and defensive lines, with this pick it's hard to go with anything higher than a C. In the 6th round, with the 183rd overall pick, the Patriots select Kevin Harris, running back out of South Carolina. Harris fits the mold of an early down runner in the Patriots system at 5'10", 220 pounds. He packs a punch, and he has just one career fumble on his resume. But there's not much wiggle to his game, as his shuttle times prior to the draft were unimpressive, and he had back surgery after the season in 2020, leading to a less than electric 2021. But at full health 2 seasons ago, he ran for over 1,000 yards at 6.2 yards per carry to go along with 15 touchdowns and 21 receptions. There's real talent there. This pick gets a C+. In the 6th round, with the 200th overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Patriots select Sam Roberts, defensive lineman out of Northwest Missouri State. This 6'5", 295-pounder looks like a 3-4 defensive end in Bill Belichick's system. He's coming off a 2021 season where he won the Cliff Harris Award, which is awarded to the top non-Division I defender annually. A team captain, Roberts blocked 5 kicks in his college career, and he posted an impressive 25 bench press reps of 225 pounds prior to the draft. Add all that to the fact that Roberts wears a cowboy collar, you have to appreciate that, and this pick gets a C+. In the 6th round, with pick number 210 overall, the Patriots select Chasen Hines, the interior offensive lineman out of LSU. A big body at 6'3", 327 pounds, Hines is actually a pretty good athlete. He clocked an impressive 1.74 10-yard split prior to the draft, as well as a 30.5-inch vertical, which is eyebrow-raising for someone his size. A 2-year starter in the SEC with experience at all 3 interior offensive line spots, it's easy to see why the Patriots would consider him late on day 3. If he can develop into a super sub, a la Ted Karras, this pick will have been a good one. For now, we'll give it a C. With their final pick of the 2022 draft in the 7th round, number 245 overall, the Patriots select Michigan offensive lineman Andrew Stueber. Stueber is considered one of the leaders on the offensive line unit at Ann Arbor that won the Joe Moore Award as the best offensive line unit in the country. At 6'7", 325 pounds, he has all kinds of size for the Patriot system. Though he did not test like an elite athlete, indications are he has the mental makeup that would allow him to catch on in New England. Stueber is a New England guy from Darien, Connecticut, so he heads home and the Patriots bring home a B- for this pick. AIM Mutual, New England's premier workers' compensation insurance company, is proud to be the insurer of choice for Gillette Stadium.